to the 34th Hayley-Roxanna Crafts quick crochet video, where I share information, hints and tips on one area of crochet in a short video. In this video, I am focusing on crochet alongs. A crochet along, or a cal, is an event where a group of people simultaneously follow the same crochet pattern, often released in sections, to create the same project, providing a sense of community and shared motivation. Most of the crochet alongs I have seen are to make blankets. I completed this blanket following the Fall into Autumn cal on a Hobbycrafts website, and this gingerbread blanket following Serdar's Christmas cal last year. I am in a number of Facebook groups that share crochet alongs and often find the same questions are being asked when a new cal is released. So I hope this video will answer some of those questions. Often, when a crochet along is announced, the company doing it will release a yarn bundle to go with it. These bundles will include all the yarn that you will need to make the project, and usually it's more than enough yarn, and you will have plenty left over when you finish the project. These bundles also sometimes include other elements, such as a label to sew on the finished project, like I had in the bundle for the gingerbread blanket. Or it might include a hook or stitch markers or bobbins to match your project. Some people will ask whether they have to buy these bundles. The simple answer is no. If you want to use a different brand of yarn or want to change the colours slightly, you can buy your yarn separately. However, buying the bundles does support the companies that usually offer these crochet alongs for free. And if the bundle is available from your local yarn store or from an online store that you use, especially one that is a small business, you can be supporting small businesses as well. Another question I often see after people have received their yarn bundle is, where is the pattern? It wasn't in my kit. Crochet along patterns are not sent out with the kits. They are released in sections, often weekly, and the start date is usually included in the introductory information about the kits. Sometimes these patterns are sent out in emails. Sometimes they may just be available on the relevant websites. So, for example, Serdar have a section on their website for their cals. This is the page for their new Christmas crochet along. And each pattern will be linked here on the date stated. Links to the patterns are often included in the Facebook groups for the relevant crochet alongs too. And with Serdar, you can sign up to receive an email when their patterns are released, and you will get a link to them. The time of the release will depend on each company and where they are based. As Serdar is a British company, they often release each week's pattern at around 10 AM on the specific date, usually a Wednesday with Serdar, I found. But obviously this is all stuff that can vary based on the company that is running the crochet along. Another worry people have is keeping up with the crochet along. The good news is that once the pattern is released, it tends to remain available. So as you can see here, all the patterns for last year's Christmas cal from Serdar are still available on their website. You can also download and save the patterns or print them off once they're available to use them when you are ready. Crochet alongs are not competitions or races. You can go at your own pace and still be part of the community, learning tips from others as you go along. There are still people completing the gingerbread blanket from last year now. As the patterns remain available, this also means you can complete previously released cals whenever you want. If the bundles are no longer available, you can always buy the yarn individually. Crochet alongs are a great way to immerse yourself in the crochet community. You can join the groups available online for support and to share your progress. This can be a great motivator as well. Crochet alongs are also a great way to learn new crochet skills and techniques, which make them particularly good for beginners as well as more experienced crocheters. Usually, the way the patterns are released allows you to build your skills gradually. There are often videos available to help with each part of a crochet along too. Serdar have links to them on their website for their crochet alongs, but they can also be found on YouTube, and it's the same for many other companies that release crochet alongs. There are also crocheters who will make additional videos too to help with particular issues people have found as they've reached that point in the crochet along. So it can even be a benefit to be slightly behind sometimes, as these videos aren't always available immediately. There are also equivalents to crochet alongs in other crafts too. For embroidery or cross-stitching, they are often called stitch-alongs or cells. And knit-alongs for the knitters can be abbreviated to KAL with a K. If you have any questions about crochet alongs, please pop them in the comments. And in the next quick crochet video, I will demonstrate changing yarn.